Hi folks, today I return to the step motors and I will try explain how it's easy to control a step motor from the Vexa. This is step motor with the reference PK268 score 02A and have 1.35 newtons meter, have 4 coils, each coil have 2.25 ohms by phase. And I implement here a horizontal arm to measure the height to distance of the 20 centimeters. Okay. You can reach here 20 centimeters, and the height I have suspense in the brass, have the arm, sorry, have something like 392 grams 8. I reset the balance. Is 0. Now you have okay, 391 grams, 392. Okay, and the chip I'm using at this moment to control the step motor is one chip with a reference SLA7073. This chip have 3 amperes to the output. The other chips with last digit O, you have 1 ampere. The last digit 1 you have 1.5 amperes, and the last digit 2 you have 2 amperes, and of course 3 you have 3 amperes. Okay, I implement the chip in the heatsink to avoid the high temperature in the chip. Implement here a coil to keep low temperature in the step motor. Okay, it's running the fan here is only a fan, and I have connected the scope to each coil to see the signals to the output, and the idea is have the sure you can lift the height with this single chip. Okay, I put here in the position, and how you can see the step motor lift the height without any kind of the difficulties. Okay. I have here the pinout of the chip. You can find 23 pins in the chip, and you can see here the chip 1, 2, 3, 4 is used to connect the coils of the first and the second phase of the motor. And if you find here 20 to 21, 22, 23 is the phase of this the second phase, the third phase and fourth phase of the step motor, and the common pins of each of these coils is connected to the tension of the chip you will use to power up the motor. Okay, you can use one voltage between 10 volts until 46 volts. Okay, DC, of course. And also you need the VCC, the 5 volts. In this case is marked here as a VDD in the datasheet, but is 5 volts DC. Normal is have the name of VCC. Okay. You need use 3 switch to control the signal of the M1, M2, and M3. These 3 chips is responsible to make or to make the definition of the mode which motor will work. Okay. You need see the data sheet to verify which is the signal you must put in these pins. For example, if you put 3 pins with a low, 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 you stay with the full step mod 8 fixed, okay? For example, if you put 8L or low, you stay with half step mod F fixed, okay? You need to check the table of the sheet about these signals of these 3 pins. I implement here 2 groups of the nuns, and the idea is avoid the noise when you press the button of any kind of the buttons, okay? With this situation, you don't have the noise and you have the sure the signal is perfected output, okay? Will be a square wave like you press the button, okay? This is a press button, is a switch, okay? You have normal closed, normal open to the key and D, and you have a resistor here, for example, 10 key, and also here 10 key, and each time you switch the button or you press the button, the output here from this group is changed, okay, and you have a square wave, okay. Here you have exactly the same thing, but you can use a fixed switch to select the counterwise or counterclockwise of the motor, okay? You run to the left or to the right, okay? Is defined by you keep this position of the button, okay? You have here the VBB. This VBB is coming from the common power of the motor, okay? This is a source, power source will power up the motor, and ever the reference to the input 11 of the chip, okay? Also you need put the reset here to the reference of GNED. The normal operation is the reset go to the GND reference, and the most important thing is necessary to implement, and this is more more complicated in this circuit, is you need the connect to the pin 13, the reference slip, a C of the 100 nanofarads to the GND. You need a resistance to the resistor to the VCC with for example 5.6 kilo ohms, and also you need a variable resistor between the slip and the GND. This block here is responsible to generate the internal clock, which will be used to pulse the pulse to the coils, okay? Don't make confusion with the clock of the speed of the motor, okay? This clock is an external clock, and you can pulse here with the finger, and is a reference used move the motor. For example, if I put here the arm and connect the VBV, each time I press the switch, you see the arm lift in this case, okay? And if I switch the way here, now will go down. How you see, okay? This clock is a clock you define. You press the button, is one impulse in the clock. This clock here, this reference slip, is the reference which will be put in the output stage of the IC, okay? Here is the reference of the motor, okay? Is a NEMA size. Here the signal of the output of the chip. Each channel of the scope is connected to the coil of the motor, and you can see every time I press the button change the stats. Note here you can see the pulse which the frequency which IC control the motor, okay? This mode is off step to reach more power and you can see the next and the next. Here you don't have a reference. I need to move the reference to the channel 1. Okay, the next pulse, the next, next. I try find here a reference to stay with the signal stable. And how you can see each time I press the button, you see off step now, full step, off, full, off, full, off, and so on. Okay, if I change the M1 to the GND, now this change will be present in scope. You don't have the off step now. You only have the full step change. Okay. If you see all the time the cause is connected to the power, here you have channel 1 with power, channel 2 without, channel 3 with power, and channel 4 without power, okay? If I go to the off step again, you will see sorry, I need to connect to the wire to the GND. Okay, now you can see you have the power in the one coil, the other coil don't have signal, and the other two coils don't have any kind of the signal, okay? And now the signal is low in below, and over you don't have the signal. Channel 1, channel 2 don't have signal, okay? Low, high, low, high, okay?